Imagine a planet so hellish they named it. In a world where temperatures hit 400 degrees Celsius, acid rain pours from blood-red skies, and the very ground shakes with constant earthquakes and volcanic eruptions. Nothing could survive on its surface for more than half an hour. Yet, 3 kilometers beneath this nightmare, an enemy fortress thrived. This was the home of the Karath Collective. For over a century, they had used this impenetrable base to launch 1,000 attacks against humanity. They killed millions, enslaved countless more, becoming a threat to our very existence. Every military strategist in the galaxy agreed. Infernus had to be destroyed. On the bridge of the starship Resilience, Admiral Marcus Webb watched the holographic image of the doomed planet. Around him, the leaders of humanity's Eliza Verath, the Krell, the Andromedan Sad, all voted for the nuclear option. "The calculations are irrefutable," said the Verath general. "A sustained bombardment will destabilize the planet's core. Infernus will tear itself apart. The Karath will be erased. And the cost?" Webb asked, his voice low. The ship's AI replied, "Approximately 8.3 million Karath individuals, including non-combatants, juveniles, the elderly, the infirm." The war room fell silent. "They are monsters who show us no mercy," the general insisted. Webb knew this was true. He'd seen the reports of human colonies turned to glass, of families vaporized by the collective's own weapons. The Karath had chosen this war. They had committed atrocities. His hand moved toward the launch authorization, ready to end it all. But then, he stopped. 40 years a soldier, 17 wars fought. He'd made hard decisions that cost lives, but something deep in his human conscience, a part of him forged by empathy as much as survival, made him pause. "What if we tried something else?" He sighed slowly. His tactical officer looked confused. "Admiral, there are no other alternatives that guarantee total elimination." "Not elimination," Webb corrected. He turned to his officer. "Establish a secure communications channel to Infernus." The room erupted in protest. His allies shouted objections, arguing military necessity. Webb silenced them with a single gesture. A moment later, he was face to face with the Karath High Council. 8 massive beings, their exoskeletons glowing. He gave them an ultimatum: surrender immediately and relocate to new worlds humanity would provide, or face total annihilation. The eldest Karath sneered. "You bluff. You lack the will to commit genocide." "Perhaps," Webb admitted, "but here is what makes humans different. We don't require certainty to act. We hope. We gamble. We believe that even our enemies can change." He gave them his final terms. "You have 24 hours to evacuate. After that, Infernus becomes ash." The Karath leaders laughed and refused. But then, something incredible happened. The younger Karath, who had known nothing but war, began to rebel. Civilians demanded evacuation. Soldiers started questioning their leaders. 30 hours later, the first desperate Karath ships began launching from Infernus, fleeing not in retreat, but toward the new colony worlds they'd been offered. The once mighty Karath Collective fractured from within. Some fought on. But many changed. In the end, humanity didn't destroy Infernus. They didn't answer hatred with more hatred. Instead, they transformed an enemy and, more importantly, they transformed the galaxy's understanding of what true strength really is. When faced with a hellish planet and an unforgivable enemy, humanity chose something far more powerful than nuclear fire. They chose hope. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this story, be sure to like and subscribe for more.